Hello, welcome to another edition of AM Whiskey Reviews. I am your host, Ben Rosenthal. I I want to start this episode by giving credit, props to uh, a subscriber who has allowed me to make a triumphant return to whiskey. He has sent me a bottle. The subscriber sent it anonymously. It arrived in a bag, no return address, no letter, nothing, just an envelope. I don't know who this mysterious patron is, but I thank you. Uh, I think I do because right now I am uh, I am sitting shiva over this bottle because I killed it last night. I killed the whole thing. I'm sitting shiva. I haven't left my house for 2 days. I'm not really supposed to. I gotta sit here. We've got women bringing me food. They're bringing me the brisket, the boiled beef. I've got stuffed cabbage. Tessie from down the hall brought kugel. The rabbi from Temple Beth Globalist was here saying lamentations over the bottle. I mean, it's that sort of thing. I just destroyed it. Now I'm gonna not gonna lie to you. There was a worm in the bottle, which is not traditionally a feature of bourbon. This is a Bulleit bourbon. More traditionally, it would be in a bottle of tequila, mezcal. I mean, it was something they were doing for a little while. So I was a little dubious about the worm. But I found that ultimately the worm did not add or detract from the experience. I just started to ignore that it was there. I mean, it would be you would see it kind of coming toward me when I was sipping. I could see the worm rising. To the point where I wasn't even sure that it wasn't dead or not. I had no idea. But I ignored the worm. And I mean, ultimately, I am doing better than the worm. Let's put it that way. I mean, I had no idea what to expect from this bottle. Um, um, so let's start with that. I also, you will notice I am still wearing the glasses. If you remember, I have a running bet with my friend Ronnie Kurtenbach as to who can look more like David Koresh. So far, based on the viewers' comments, I have sort of caught up and I have now passed him. But I have to tell you, I think a lot of that is by default because Ronnie has ceased wearing the glasses for the past few days. There's a very sad story behind it. His brother has not been doing well. His brother has not had a very good life. Fortune has not smiled on his brother. His brother has also not really smiled on fortune when it's come to him. Let's admittedly, but his brother is in the hospital. We do expect him to make something of a recovery. Basically, he strapped a propane tank to his back. He dug a 15-foot hole in his backyard and he went down into it and he lit the propane tank. Um, Survived it, and he left a note, on the dresser. He gave everything away to his friends, and he took the propane tank underground and he lit it. Did tremendous damage to talk about killing worms. I mean, geez. But obviously Ronnie's a bit shaken up. I think it was just a gesture, and I've told Ronnie that I think it was a gesture, and that we don't necessarily have to sound all the four alarms on this one. But he's in the hospital. But Ronnie just didn't have it in him to wear the glasses and to try to look like David Koresh. In any case, let's get to the whiskey. Obviously, there's nothing for me to taste on camera. When would you have this whiskey? Is this kind of whiskey? I would a bourbon whiskey like Kentucky straight. It's got to be from Kentucky to be bourbon. Otherwise, it's an imposter. Jack Daniels is an imposter. George Dickel is an imposter. This Tennessee whiskey. I mean, they are imposters. If you see them, if they turn up at your door, you shut the door. You say, you are an imposter. I do not qualify you. Um, but in any case, this is the real deal. And this is, you would be sitting on, you would have this, you were sitting on your porch. Maybe there was a branch over your porch. You would shake it, and the water from the branch would land in your cup, and you say, yeah, that's branch water. And maybe, a guy, you're in Appalachia, and a guy with a scrub board, a jug band, would turn up like a traveling jug band, and there'd be an old man kind of clod hopping as they played whatever sort of bluegrass they were playing, and you'd sip the whiskey and go, oh, yeah, yeah, that's the stuff. Yeah, yeah, and uh, there'd be nobody, for miles, but you and this jug band. That would be sort of the experience of drinking it. And those were definitely the notes I got. I got a guy with playing a scrub board, a dulcimer notes, a lot of dulcimer. I got some again, like running whiskey in the crankcase of a car kind of notes. I did get that. Um, what would I pair this whiskey with? Uh, if you were doing it kind of like if you were sitting on the couch watching NASCAR next to the skeleton of Roy Acuff, you'd say, "Hey, look at that! Dale Earnhardt Jr. just took the lead. He's on his way to victory lane. Here, have a sip." Bones of Roy Acuff. Like Roy Acuff or some old country guy, maybe Hank Williams, but I don't really think, I don't know that he's quite apt. Roy Acuff, the Flat and Scruggs, whoever, one of the Scruggs brothers or Scruggs. You got the bones of Scruggs. You're watching NASCAR. Maybe you're doing kind of like a reverse bongo job on the knockers of Dolly Parton. If you can somehow get a hold of Dolly Parton, and you're playing the bongos, but you're playing them up, boom, boom. You're not going to slap that. That's not really good cricket. You don't want to do, but you're just doing the bongos, certain types of bongo, upward bongo, vertical bongo on the knockers of Dolly Parton, and you can like sip from a straw. You can take this bullet from a straw while you're doing that. Those are the pairings. Again, I am so happy, and keep them coming. Keep them coming. I don't care. Yeah, you could send them. You could just put the bottle on my doorstep. It doesn't even need to be wrapped up. I mean, this Broadway angel of sorts, who submitted this whiskey to me. You know, let him be the example. That is good. He is modeling good behavior. Uh, in any case, I thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you next time. And to Ronnie's brother, make a full recovery. To Ronnie, I want to resume this. I don't want to win by default. That will not feel right. The Koresh contest must resume. And well, yeah, that's it for today. Over and out.